Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Star Wars Expanded Universe. Now read by Disney, or Lucasfilm, whichever way you slice it. Legends. So, with this video today, I really have no spoilers because everything here is pretty short, so I don't want to ruin anything. Or really, I don't have too much to talk about and write anything really down. But I have a few comics to talk about and one short story, so I hope you all are ready for that. So starting with, in our order, we have Star Wars Tales, issue number 5, the short story, A Summer's Dream. Without getting too much into it, since it's such a short little comic thing, there's a one-off mention, I think, in episode 2 where Padme mentions something, and this is a story about that. There's a guy who gets a crush on Padme. He kind of falls in love with her, and that is about it. That is what happens. So, yeah, I have nothing else to add to that. Is it a great comic? Do you need to read this? No, it's not bad or anything. It's not like Jedi Chef or anything like that. It's just, or George R.R. Binks. It's just kind of there. It's fine. It's okay. Nothing special. Just something you can read if you're so inclined. After that, we have Darth Maul, just Darth Maul from the 2000s. It's just from the year 2000. It's a 4-issue miniseries focusing on Maul, of course. Basically, all I have to say is 2 things. One, the art. We do not have John Ostrander as the writer yet. We have a different person writing it. I forget. I didn't write it down because I didn't care as much. What I did write down was Jan Duursema, if I'm saying the name correctly. She's the one that did all the art for Legacy, the comic series with Cade Skywalker. She's the one who would do the later issues of Republic once we get to the Clone Wars and stuff, and the Dark Empire. Dark Times series. Absolutely fantastic. I love the art. Loved every single page in this 4-issue miniseries. But basically, the plot of it is that Maul is tasked by Sidious to go after Black Sun because they might become a problem. Maul offers to completely wipe them out from the face of the galaxy for all eternity. And Palpatine says no, just make them subdued, make them unable to do anything for many, many years, but I might need them in the future. It's a very small nod, but Black Sun is the big bad of Shadows of the Empire, which takes place after episode 5. It's a book in between episode 5 and 6, and Black Sun is a big part of it. So, that's pretty much it. It's pretty okay read. Is it, an absolute must to understand the grand scope of the Star Wars Expanded Universe story, of the prequel story? Does it add many layers to the deep plots of character growth and progression and all that? No. It's a really, really fun comic where we get to see Maul kick some utter butt. And for that reason, if you're a Maul fan, it is certainly worth your time. Even if you're not a Maul fan, maybe this will turn you over. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. That's pretty much it. Next, we have the one short story that I have to mention, which is Star Wars. It's in Star Wars Gamer, issue number 1, though I'm sure you can find it online for free if you look hard enough. It's called Starfighter Trap by Steve Miller. Starfighter Trap, we follow this one lady named Ezra. I think that's how you say her name. She might be a character in the Starfighter video game. I'm not sure. I haven't played it. That's coming up chronologically at some point. Some of the game takes place before episode 1, some of it takes place during episode 1, and then the rest takes place after episode 1. So we'll see how that kind of works later on. But I think she is a character from that. We kind of follow her. It's a pretty decent story. It's all right. I like the one by Daniel Wallace, the one that focuses on Panaka, a lot more than this one. Mostly because that one had less action, more story. This one is more action, less story. I I don't know if people know this about me. I don't know if I've ever said this in a video, but for me, when it comes to reading fiction, if it's not like if it's a comic book, I love seeing like action and fighting because I can visualize, I can see it in front of me. I'm not as good at visualizing action scenes in novels and short stories. I tend to kind of overlook those. Like unless there are some writers who are very descriptive with it to where I can actually like fully imagine it and get invested in it. Joe Schreiber being one of them, like when I read Maul Lockdown. Or Drew Karpyshyn I thought was also very good with describing fight scenes in like the Darth Bane trilogy, for instance. But I've just never one who's big with fight scenes. I really love dialogue and the story in books, but fight scenes I tend to kind of gloss over. Just me personally, except for the few exceptions that I mentioned. Um, so that's why this short story isn't as good, in my opinion, as the other one with Panaka, the monster or whatever it was called. But I did enjoy it. I thought the story was pretty decent, pretty all right. We do get to see a single character named Rick Olie. He's not the main character. He kind of just pops up. Um, you're not going to recognize the name. I didn't. Rick Olie is that one pilot that drives Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Anakin around in Episode 1. Like, he takes them to Coruscant at one point. But that's it. That is his character. But it was cool to just get a little bit more of a character out of, like, these background people. So, very, very interesting indeed. After that, we have um, Star Wars Tales issue number 7, Single Cell. Without getting into spoilers, because it's really short, it's a Star Wars Tales. It focuses on this guy named Nim, who is going to be a big character in the Starfighter video game, and also in I think it's a 3-issue, maybe 4-issue mini-series that takes place, I think, after Episode 1. So it's just like a little thing introducing you to the character. He's a pirate. He's stealing things from the Trade Federation and whatnot. It's pretty okay. The art is very, very nice. That's one thing I can definitely give props to this Star Wars Tales. It's one of the more decent Star Wars Tales, along with the next one, Star Wars Tales from the issue number 24, Marked. This one is just another little short with Maul. I do find the art really. I don't like the art. I don't like it. I like the art in the previous one, but not in this one. The art was very bleh, but the story itself is actually pretty decent. Um, there's this planet. There's this fighter who's actually strong in the Force. If he keeps fighting, the Jedi are going to take notice of it because he's like using it for bad things. And it's just a little. I don't want to spoil too much, but Maul is sent to go after this person. It's a pretty alright story. I mean, from the couple timelines I read, they put it here, but you could kind of place it wherever you want to. It actually felt kind of jarring to have this after the Darth Maul comic, so maybe it would be better to put this before. But I don't know. I place it here. It's fine. Pretty decent stuff. Nothing phenomenal. Nothing you'll really remember, but they were cool. At least I can say this time there was not a Star Wars tale in this video that was bad necessarily. So that's very cool. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. The next thing we have to deal with is Episode 1 Adventures by Ryder Winham and Dave Wolverton. Those are young adult books. And then the only thing we really have after that, I think, is Darth Maul Shadowhunter. And then we reach Episode 1. So I hope you're all excited for that. And as always, guys, may the Force be with you. Until next time.